Hello, nursery team. Thank you so much for signing up to serve in our Nursery 2's room for Christmas. I'm Becky, I'm the kids lead, and I will be making a video of all things Christmas for you. So some of you I know are serving for the very first time. I know some of you have kids in here, so I'm so excited you get to see like the behind the scenes of all this stuff. So full disclosure, the baby side is not ready yet, so I will just show you a quick thing. An overview and a little tour of the rooms. Okay, so this is our baby side right over here. Again, I'll have it a little more put together and ready for Friday. This is our little Christmas tree we can turn on. This is our lobby, our check-in lobby. This is a one-sided mirror. Parents can see in. In theory, you're not supposed to see out. If the lights are out, that makes you can see out a little bit easier. And then here's where the magic happens. This is the the toddler room. We kind of just say once a kid is bored on the baby side, they come to this side. We don't do it by age. We know kids develop at all sorts of different speeds. So once they're kind of walking and holding their own, they're welcome to play on this side. And it's not to say that a 2.5-year-old might just need some quiet time and a space to snuggle, so we can send them over to the other side. If we do have itty bitty babies in here, we can use this little gate here. We can move that bouncer out, and this is just kind of a safe place if you need to put an itty bitty baby down, if we're not separating rooms. So here it is, and this is so fun. So your job in here is to keep kids safe, to let them have fun, to facilitate play and help when we're fighting over the same toy. Even though we have a cajillion toys, they will still fight over the toys, and that's okay, because that's what they do at this age, right? And it's just to create a safe, loving environment for kids to have fun and get to know that Jesus is fun. Here's our bathroom. This is for kids only. If you need to use the bathroom, please do so, before service. Or you can do it after service. Just make sure your team lead knows that you're leaving the room, because it will, you do count in ratio. And you can do the team room across the hall or the big bathrooms that everyone uses. This is our very own emergency exit. There is an alarm that will sound if you open this. We have not ever had a problem with kids trying to escape from that. Oh, this bathroom though does have a child lock on it, because we do have kids who love the toilet, and not to go in it, but to play in it, mine included. So this is it's a really fun room. It's a really fun space. Your job, like I said, is just to play and have fun. If there are a lot of older kids, like toddlers or kids that are kind of floundering and they need to engage in something, there's a slew of activities you can do. It is all in this little packet right here for you, and I'll just walk you through them. This is an easy one. You can just set this out at the table and just have them play with the little people in the nativity set. It's so much fun. This requires someone to be watching the children as they do it. These can be choking hazards, so I would just bring a kid or two over to, this is our table, all the chairs are up on it, to the table and do this activity, or sit in a circle and do it. But it's a color match, so you just kind of, you just take that and poke it down, and it's super fun. This is it's called Sheep Roundup. All this is in the book. You can do this at the table or on the floor. You give each kid a plastic, they're not candy canes. And maybe don't call them candy canes, call them shepherd's hooks, because if you say candy, they're going to eat them. And we're pretending that these pom-poms are sheep, and you're going to round them up. So what we can do is we'll put some tape out, and you can tape a little square on the floor or on the table and just make a little area so the kids can round up the sheep in there. Okay, super fun. Another activity we have is they can pretend to be angels. These are towels with a hole cut in them, and these are little, we're stuck, angel halos that they can wear. Kids love dress up, so that's super fun. Another thing that is really fun to do is you can have them take care of babies and tell them they're taking care of baby Jesus. This is what my 1.5-year-old loves to do. Loves to take care of baby Jesus. So you can get some blankets, you can wrap, this baby looks a little, there we go, she's awake. You can wrap them up, you can we do have some music playing, so you guys can kind of dance to that music. The music is really helpful, so it's not so quiet in here, and not that it's quiet in the nursery. And then we will play a video. We'll get to watch an Ollie video. We'll have some worship songs, and then afterwards, I was going to take you to that script. Afterwards, there's a little activity that you can do. It's to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. I'm sure you all know that. If not, Google it. And you're going to sing this little song. So, star, star, follow the star all the way to Jesus. Star, star, follow the star all the way to Jesus. And you can do that a couple times. So this is just a little script to do. Here's my disclaimer about this script. A toddler room. Toddlers are very toddlery. It's Christmas. They're overtired. They're oversugared. They're so excited for Christmas. You might get nothing done. You might only put out fires left and right, and you'll be exhausted at the end, but you're gonna have fun and they're gonna be sweet. Or they might be a really engaged group of kids that really want more and more activities, so do them, but please don't put pressure on yourself to do them. I have taken the coloring page out of this week's lesson just because I didn't want to add one more thing for parents to have to try to take home on Christmas Eve. So we're not doing a coloring page. I will of course have coloring things for them here to do if they want to, but I'm not worried about sending home a coloring page with the kids. Unless a parent really wants it, then they can have it. But I think that they'll be okay. So just a couple quick rules. We are a shoeless environment in here. I do have socks in that, those full of supplies. I have socks in that far drawer, and you can put the shoes on the bottom drawer. We're shoeless because we want to check in less gross stuff from outside, especially all that rock stuff. Why don't you go ahead and take your shoes off in the lobby out there? It can be not good for babies to put in their mouth. So take your shoes off there if there's salt on the ground, which I assume there will be, Friday especially, and to put in the cabinets, if you would, please. What else? There needs to be at least 2 adults in the room at all times with children. And we are a 1-to-3 ratio for under 2 years old and a 1-to-4 ratio if the children are 2. So we will never break the ratio. That's just not safe practice. I think we have plenty of volunteers. I do not anticipate closing rooms. We can take up to 18 kids at our largest service, so I think we'll be fine. And I have a couple tricks up my sleeve if we need more. If you hear a knock on the door, don't answer it. You don't know who's out there, even if it's a parent saying, hey, it's Milo's mom, let me in. I'm Milo's mom. Don't let me in. I have a key. If I need to get in, I will have a key to get in. And if a parent needs to get in, they will come find me who has the key, and I will let them in. But that's just one of the ways that we just keep our kids really safe, is all the doors are locked, and we're not going to let anyone in who we don't know who they are. If the parents need anything, myself or someone is always at the kids' desk out there, keeping everyone safe. Another big thing to keep in mind, this is a food-free room. We have lots of allergies. We have one of you has a really scary allergy for their little one with eggs. So we do not eat in this room, and I'm just going to encourage you to maybe not have that peanut butter and jelly sandwich right before you serve, and maybe not that egg casserole. Eggs and peanut butter are the biggest allergies that we have here. So not only are we not going to eat in the room, but I'm going to ask you maybe not to have that right before you serve, just to make sure everyone stays safe. We do not have any EpiPen kids in this room. We do in preschool. So there's that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I will be working nonstop till Christmas, and I can't wait. And I am so excited for some of you. I know you're serving for the first time. You guys all have a leader in the room each time that you serve. So if you have any questions, ask who's in charge, and they'll help you, okay? I can't wait to serve, and I'm just so grateful that you guys are doing this. And for some of these kids, this might be, especially in this room when they're so little, might be the very first time they're hearing the story of baby Jesus coming to earth. So don't take what you're doing lightly. It matters. It's a tiny little ripple effect that can have an effect on these kids' spiritual journeys their entire life. So thank you for being here. Thank you for serving. If you need anything, email is the best way to get a hold of me. I will check it, I promise. All right, see you soon. Bye.